Hi everyone, it's Catherine and welcome back to my channel. Also welcome back to day 9 in Vlogmas. I'm so happy you're here. Today's gonna be a day vlog, so I'm just bringing you with me on whatever I'm doing. Don't have any big plans, but we're about to go check out some Christmas trees and just kind of take a walk, maybe take a couple pictures and stuff. And then tonight we have plans to go see some Christmas lights. There's supposed to be a street that just is like full of Christmas lights and people decorating their houses. So we're gonna go check out the neighborhoods, just walk around, and that's pretty much it. I don't have too much planned for this vlog. I might post a poll on my story asking you guys to send me questions and we'll just go from there. Christmas tree.
If I'm not mistaken, I think this is the landmark.
It does. Hey guys, it's later in the evening. We actually just got home from dinner and we also just opened our Christmas gifts. So I ended up getting Uggs from my boyfriend, which if you've talked to me anytime this season, you know that that's all I wanted this year. So I'm very happy and content. And I got him a watch that he's been wanting. So we kind of like already knew what our Christmas gifts were gonna be, but still had to play the part, you know. So yeah, we opened them early though because we're actually both gonna go home and just spend time with our respective families this year for Christmas. So we're not really gonna be like together on Christmas morning, which is totally fine. So now I'm just waiting for him to get unready. I think we're gonna have a chill night in, watch The Notebook, and just spend some quality time together because if you know anything about me, quality time is my love language. So, but before we do that, while I'm waiting for him, I thought I'd pull up the question poll thing I posted on Insta where I asked you guys to ask me questions that you want to know and just answer some questions on here just so this video can have a little bit more content. I'm kind of like struggling to actually film this video because I feel like at this point I've just run out of ideas of what to do for Vlogmas. So not sure how much content there's going to be in this one, but so the first question is, what's your favorite Christmas tradition? That's a good one. I would say I really like making a gingerbread house every year. I think that's just like a fun way to bond with people. Typically I've done it with my partner in the past years. This year I did it with my two best friends, which you guys actually saw the video in which that happened. So that was really fun. I feel like the other tradition I really like to do is just go ice skating, just because in my hometown there wasn't like really a lot to do growing up. And the only like 2 fun places there really were to go with your friends, or I would say like maybe 3. The only 3 fun places there was like movie theater, bowling alley, or ice rink, and I think the ice rink was always my favorite place to go. I also ended up going to like a lot of ice skating parties for some reason, like birthday parties. I don't really remember why, but like all my friends were having their birthday parties there, so I think it's just like a core memory that I grew up with. The next question is something I get a lot, and it's, why did you start your YouTube, or like what made you interested in starting a YouTube? I feel like I have to answer this question in 2 parts. Like the first part is that I've always been interested in social media and like communications kind of stuff, because it kind of like did stem from my childhood. In part, I was always interested in the social media world and booktube world. I grew up watching a lot of the OG booktubers, like people like Sasha Osberg, Tasha Ablas, Christine. Like what they were doing really stuck with me, and so I feel like that definitely made an impact. When I was in college, I actually started as a journalism major too, but then I pretty much quickly changed to another major later in college. But I feel like I've always still had an interest. I think the other part of it was that when I started my YouTube, I was at a very like weird point in my life. My boyfriend had just started law school, so I was spending a lot more time alone and trying to like fill my time, but also I had just graduated college, and so I feel like I needed something to keep me going, if that makes sense, and just something that I was like passionate about and interested in. And I think that's why I just like naturally gravitated back to social media. And then I had a lot more time on my hands. I wasn't in college anymore. Obviously I wasn't like studying, you know, 8 hours of the day, so I just found that I could use a lot of my free time to do YouTube. The next question I've actually gotten before a couple of times, and I'm thinking maybe I should do like a whole video on this, but the question is, what recommendations do you have for like not too spicy books or fade to black books? And I've gotten this a couple times, but I have to like really think about it and go through my collection. Off the top of my head, I can think of 2 books that are like not super spicy or just like are muted. The first is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. That one is like a YA high school romance. It's very cute, sweet, innocent. There's really not a lot of spice. I think the most they do is like kiss, if I remember correctly. So that one is really good. That one also gives me like classic rom-com vibes. It's very reminiscent of 10 Things I Hate About You, the movie. If you've ever seen it, it's really, really good. And the character, the female lead character, is like the ultimate like hopeless romantic. I think I talked about her in my top rates of the year video this month as well, but really, really like that book. It's one of my faves. The second book I just read recently, and it's Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. That one, so the author has written spicier books in the past, but this one, Check and Mate, has like very muted spice. It's also fade to black, so you're not seeing a lot of like those types of scenes in it. It's about like the chess world, and the 2 main characters in it have like a chess rivalry thing going on, and it's really, really cute. I will say, like, even though there's not spice though, like the male character, he's like the definition of tall, dark, and handsome, and just like the story is so entertaining that both of these stories are just so entertaining that you don't really need the extra spice. Like, to me, the plot was interesting enough that it just like kept the story going. And so I think for those reasons, like, those are the 2 that I would recommend to you guys if you're looking for like non-spicy, more muted books like that. And last question I'll answer, least favorite read of 2023. I feel like most people were on the same page. I was not the biggest fan of Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. It just recently came out, and it's the 2nd book in the Fourth Wing series. I think it's supposed to be a series of 5 books, but it just like was a lot of like filler and stuff that was needed to move the plot. But then like the romance aspect of it just kind of got stuck in time and didn't really move forward like I wanted it to. And so it was still mainly stuck in the plot of like the main characters not trusting each other, and because of that, like, their relationship didn't really grow or go anywhere further, which was such a disappointment because I had such high hopes for it, and I really, really loved reading the first book of the series. So I'm hoping that the 3rd one is better, but if it's not, I might just have to like DNF it.
Pretty sure I saw it free somewhere.
So it's almost 10:30. I'm actually gonna like sit down and edit this vlog so I don't go to bed that late. I guess this is like the crunch time of vlogmas, is the fact that everything just catches up to you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this very casual vlog. Hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit more exciting if I think of other stuff to do. But thank you guys for watching anyway and keeping up with these videos. But hopefully you still enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll also link all my socials down below if you want to follow. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next day of Vlogmas. Bye!